Oh, I haven't pressed the button. and we started anyway. Get around us.
One day in the future, we'll be good at intros.
Oh, no, it's kind of our jam.
Hard to believe, Burso, but we are here for Podapalooza 3, episode 30. Somehow we have kept going.
Jeez, I'm a bit slow on them today. A bit slow on these bad boys today. What do we got? Who else we got with us?
Well, we have Fitzy, our ultra runner, who hasn't been released yet. So
No, he'll be very nervous.
he'll be very nervous, yeah.
He's seen how people's lives have changed.
He can speak. He can acknowledge that he's sitting here at the moment. But
Hello.
hello, Fitzy. This is something that we have done. Actually, SJ, you were on a Palooza before you've been published as well.
SJ's been on as many episodes as you have. Hang on, you talk. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's going on here?
SJ's mic is working.
SJ didn't talk to us the whole time, and now we've realised that she's not plugged in. Oh, try now. No. Okay, we're going to pause this. Anyway, so let's just pretend we didn't just
there was
have
no
10 minutes of
difficulties
stuffing
there
around just there.
whatsoever.
Yeah, good to go.
It's a crystal clear podcast.
Cannot remember what we were talking about now, but anyway.
Well, Fitzy hasn't been.
Oh, no, we were introducing
hasn't been
SJ,
published
and then
yet.
the microphone didn't work.
And and we have SJ back.
Hello.
So your first Podapalooza, you hadn't been published either.
Correct.
So it's a bit of a trend now where we can get a bit of feedback from you, Fitzy, as to how you're feeling about your episodes going out.
Yeah.
Enthusiastic and
Expert. He's expert level.
excited. So Fitzy, you're an ultra marathon runner, so we had you on to talk about some of the pretty incredible races that you've done around the world and different distances, including 100K and 160K races, which is pretty epic. So that's a real interesting one coming out in about, it will be out by the time Podapalooza is out, but about 2 weeks from recording now. And SJ, you've been kicking on.
Yep.
I saw another live reading, a little teaser for your patrons today.
Ignore me. See if he answers.
Ignore person. I'm enjoying recording stuff. It's a lot of fun and it's good for the editing process as well. So I'm actually enjoying my own book, which is good. It's handy.
Hi, the person you have called is not available.
Who was that?
Please leave a short 10-second message after the tone and we'll send the message as a text.
This is a real trend where people say that they're good to go and then don't answer.
Wow. Look, to be fair, I did tell him
Your voice
a little while ago.
message is being converted to text.
That ain't going to work.
This is going to be a lot of laughs.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that was Hendo. Yeah,
Hendo.
Thanks for coming in, Hendo. Appreciate it.
Well, he's
So-
been my favourite podcast so far as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, Hendo did?
Just because he's an author?
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, we got to stick together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he sent me a message. He's like, I'll give you a call in 10. Fair enough.
What to put you on the spot, what did you like about that episode or, hearing from another author?
Oh, he just spoke really well. Like, I think,
Despite the fact we had to hold him down to get him to talk.
Oh.
but-
which you wouldn't have
Terrible.
known. Like,
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I could probably listen to him talk about anything. He just had a really upbeat, charismatic way of speaking. But I just found it really interesting, and with his progression of how he's got to where he is now with his book writing, and obviously him and Burso had really good banter, and it was just really up and about. It was good.
Which isn't bad since he charged me when I was in the army.
So you
not
see
going to
what
dwell on that at all.
Love-hate
See, the big
relationship.
difference is because he didn't write as a kid and have someone smash his dreams as a writer, he was able to, start
Is there a
writing as an
hippopotamus
adult.
in his book? That's all.
Yeah. Oh, we should have his book on the way as well. So that'll be exciting. You'll be able to read that
Yes.
before
Stop
the book
screaming,
launch.
I'm scared too.
Mm.
No, it was really interesting. That was one of the Simpson Desert interviews we did. And, as soon as we got talking, I found it really fascinating as well, particularly, a lot of the kind of biographies that we read, they're people who aren't, authors or haven't had that sort of background. So it's really interesting to hear how they go about writing a book or what sort of coaching or editing process they've been through. So
I think it'd be really difficult to write about yourself and to experiences that you've been through. Like, I found that really interesting. He's done stuff that I can't even comprehend, but to him, like, he was sort of playing it down And yeah, I just find that, funny that anybody could write anything about themselves, and there's going to be someone out there that's going, oh shit, that's amazing. Whereas regardless of what you've been through, you're going to play it down. And especially team environment, I found that really interesting too, like that he was wanting to talk about, we did this and we did that, whereas rather than focus on it being him, which I think is kind of a natural thing to do.
I also found it interesting, and as we record this, the room is quite full of veterans tonight, but as you say, he had some big key moments in his career, but the book is all about those little funny things that happen on barracks or just, in the background of deployments. And it kind of reminds you that's kind of just the life. That's the parts of a good story, are just all those little in-between moments. And
Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, guess who we got, Al?
I can't really hear the voice yet.
Hang on, go again.
Hello. Anyone there?
Have you got him? Can you hear us?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Al's confused. That's Matty Morris.
Is it, Matty?
Yeah, he's our.
I'm getting a bit of clicking going on in the thing.
I think that's whatever this phone issue is that we're having.
This is our professional podcast, Matty. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. What's happening, boys?
We're mate. I'll tell you what's happening. We're choking at the moment. There's some weird feedback going on because I think I've plugged in like 45 different cables at the moment.
Move the phone away from that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe it's the Bluetooth interference with all the cables and stuff. Yeah, well, that's definitely all me. So anyway, we're back, mate. This is episode 30. You're still winning at the moment. I think last check you were on 851 downloads. So pretty big deal, mate.
Right.
Yeah. And you were number 2 as well. Your second one didn't do so well. I don't know what happened. Maybe your mates got bored after your first hour that we talked to you for.
Mate, generally the way.
Yeah, that's fair. I think your second one's on 600, but then we have Mr. McConnell. He's on like 580. So he does text me daily to see if he's overtaken you at the moment. So he was trying to get in front of one of the other cop boys, but yeah, that's where he's at the moment. So where are you? You said you're in Amsterdam at the moment. We're allowed to talk about that, or
mate,
just going around the red light difference?
Yeah, mate. Yep, just getting the gummies and visiting cafes.
Nice one. When are you back? When are you back in Australia?
Mate, I'm not back until late August.
Oh right. Oh, JG.
We've got another 6-7 weeks to go.
Oh Jesus.
Wow. Eh?
And you're still smashing out episodes though.
Mate, I am. I've brought all my kit over with me and conducted a few hotel sessions, which obviously keeps things rolling.
Have we got any things you're going to let us know about? Is there going to be any secrets you can let out, or is it?
Well, Course on Irene is published now.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
Mate, yeah.
Mike Durant.
That was next level. And then actually the other day, Hoot just started following me on Instagram.
Oh really?
This is my safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be inbound.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, Hoot's very elusive. Oh, that's exciting.
You still blew me away when that was actually his name. Like, I mean, obviously it was based on a person, but yeah, when you actually told us that was his name, it was, blew me away. So if you get his interview, that will be a massive one.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully.
Scotty Ryder started following us. That's a big thing for us.
Did he?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get on our podcast, but it's pretty hard to get on ours.
Mate, he probably would. I'll give him a push, mate. His episode will drop when his book drops end of the month, I believe, July 30th.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. Yeah,
looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Al does all our book reviews here.
Story.
Yeah, no, I'll be reading that one for sure.
Have you got anything exciting planned for, if you're back August, you got anything exciting on for September?
Mate, I do have a couple of jobs I've got to go and do. However, back to recording in the studio. However, I don't know, I might take the family away and do a bit of, got to get the wife happy more than anything.
Yeah,
the kids are quite easy. I've been buying them. But actually, funny story. The bloody kid, my youngest one, my 7-year-old, she spent $2,000 on Roblox the other day.
Oh,
so I need to stay on an extra couple of days so I can pay for that.
Yeah, right. Isn't her makeup company going to pay for that?
Yeah.
When's that taking off?
Mate, I think we'll get that. I want to get that out by the end of the year. That's the plan. That's the plan. Again, that's probably one thing I'll be doing in September as well, is whipping up some new concoctions, as in moisturisers, not drugs or anything.
We've already got a nootropics dealer, so we can get a moisturiser dealer. We'll get around that.
Right.
Yeah, Al will do reviews. Al's mad for reviews nowadays. He's
quick one on you guys. How's all going? Good.
Yeah, good man, good. We went and we travelled the Simpson Desert in a Delica van, so that was good times. We got the Veteran Games coming up.
Man, how long was that for?
When did we leave? We left on Friday night and we got back.
Yeah, we were back about
Monday
20
morning
days
about
or something.
Yeah. So I think we left on a Friday and then we got up there. We didn't need to leave that early, but it turned because we missed our date at the Craddock pub anyway. So we ended up hanging out by ourselves for a bit. But we left Friday night and we got back on the Monday morning the week after. So probably 9 days. Wasn't but I mean it was a lot. Like we were up and moving every day. So there was a fair bit. It was fairly active. We didn't get to see as much of the desert. I mean, we saw all the desert, but we didn't really stop and actually see it.
It was a pretty tight ship, Matty. It was run by all the old ex-AVOs, so there wasn't much messing around.
Yeah, there wasn't as much hurry up. As much hurry up and wait as we usually have.
Lots of very well organised fuel stops.
Yeah. When you're paying $3 a litre, though, that's what happens. Not too much weight at the pumps.
Yeah.
Have you got? Right. Yeah. So when you come back, we'll have to give you we'll have to do a shout out. Hopefully, we can speak to Scotty Ryder in the meantime as well. But yeah, Jared's back as well, end of August, so we might be able to sort something out. We need to still talk about our live podcast that we're doing. It's grown legs from what I thought it was. Yeah. It was supposed to be. I've had a couple of chats, and I wanted to because initially we just wanted to do the one live event. And then the people I spoke to who were talking about funding and stuff were like, "Oh, why don't you do like 6 episodes? It makes more sense." And I was like, "Oh God, here we go." So anyway, we need to talk about that, about how that's going to look.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I'm definitely keen for this live.
Because what episode are you up to? By the time we get back, just wondering about episode 200. When's that? How far off that are you?
Mate, I'm at 179 at the moment, so yeah, another 21.
Another 21. Yeah, that'll happen pretty quickly for you.
That's obviously 20. Yeah, that's 20 weeks. So,
but you've probably already got a few in the book though, as well, don't you?
No, I don't, mate. I'll tell you the truth right now. I'm running low. My schedule is just bonkers, and I've got to try and fit the gym in. I've got to try and fit the gummies in, and it's taking up my time, mate.
Yeah, well, once you're on the gummies,
it's a bit hard with the time changes too, because we're skipping from country to country, so it's going back an hour or going forward an hour or two, so it's making it hard to record. But I think again, once I get back, I'll crack more into it.
Yeah, well, I mean, now that we've popped a few cherries for some of the boys here, we might be able to get you some more podcast people because obviously. Like Mark McConnell was terrible with us, but he's probably better at speaking now, so he might be better value when he goes on yours. It's a good intro podcast.
Yeah, mate,
yeah, very well spoken negotiator with some very interesting jobs under his belt.
Right, mate. We're
gonna, I love sharing those cop stories too. It's again, I've spoken about it multiple times on my podcast. What you guys go through as cops is it's next level. It's a deployment every day.
It is, but there's less fitness tests.
Yeah.
And you get
I've noticed.
and you get to sleep in your own bed at night time.
Which is nice. That's nice actually.
Yeah, it's lovely. Anyway, mate, we're gonna disappear, let you go back to the gummies and stuff, because obviously you've got no idea what time it is anyway. What time is it where you are?
Mate, it is it's 9:30 in the morning, so I'm just getting ready to head to the gym, and then I've got some work to do.
Nice. Well, it's 5:30 p.m. our time, so we're going to keep ringing some people, and then I think we're doing dinner after this, so that'll be interesting. Righto, Matt. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. All the best, and yeah, we'll speak to you when you're back in town, mate.
No, easy. I'll chat to you then.
Righto. See you, buddy.
Good to speak to you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
See you, mate. Bye.
Oh, you sneaking me there, mate. It didn't sound like
I know.
Matty Morris when we answered. I was like, I didn't want to guess wrong.
Yeah, I was like, "There's no way he's going to pick
Like
it."
this is your life sort of thing where you're like, oh,
Who's this? Who's it? Yeah, oh, that's good actually. I should just ring people now, and Al has to pick it. I like that.
Due to being overseas, he was probably the least likely one to be able to answer.
Yeah,
as well,
I know.
So, yeah. Yeah, sorry, it might have been a bit cryptic then, but for anybody that's seen Black Hawk Down, Maddie's just interviewed one of the helicopter pilots, Mike Durant.
Holy shit.
And so in the movie, there's that whole thing where the Jimi Hendrix music's playing and they're like Irene when the mission is approved. So, yeah, that's the guy. I think it's Jeremy Piven, who, Ari Gold, who plays him in the movie.
Irene.
So, yeah. So, very...
Such a good movie.
I'd play it on the Bluetooth, but then I don't know if we'd get like cancelled for copyright or something. I don't know how that works.
And also, he just referenced Hoot. So the character that Eric Banner plays, I'm pretty sure everybody that listens to us would know Black Hawk Down. But Norm Hooton was actually the real person. So it wasn't even based on someone. It was a Delta Force operator, Norm Hooton. So Maddie's trying to get him on for an interview as well, which would be epic. So
And he started following him, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Cool.
They'd been chatting, I believe. There's a bit of talk about interviewing him. So
Yeah, I was completely off the mark with that. I heard Hoot and I thought it was like Giggle and Hoot, the kids' TV show. So I was like, that's so
Jimmy
weird.
Giggle.
Who have we got here? You want to talk again?
That's Rod.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, way to give it away. I was gonna try and get Al to guess it. He didn't guess the last one. I thought I'll see if he can
Got a
guess this
button
one.
for that.
He just put me on the spot with Matty Morris, and I couldn't pick up who I was talking to live on a podcast, which is a bit embarrassing. But Hendo, how are you?
G'day, good. Better late than never.
Screening our calls.
Yeah, right. This is what you charge.
Yeah.
This is what you charged me for. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, this is only it's not the 47th or 48th time now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, getting there. This is episode 30, mate. Our Podapalooza.
No, I'm talking about Burso being late. But anyway, I'll let that one
sorry.
slide.
Yes, and slurping into the microphone.
Yeah.
Just having a savvy, mate.
So
You know how it is.
What have I missed? What great insights of intellect.
Well, we
especially from Mark.
we saw you become a bit more of an influencer in the last week.
Oh, totally. I'm all about hashtag influencing.
You enjoyed putting out a bit of a promotional video for Stop Screaming, I'm Scared Too?
Yeah, that's the first promo video I've done. It could well be my last.
Mate, none of us would have picked that was your first ever video. I was like, look. To be fair, you did stage the scene very well.
I think you probably should have had a few more sheepdog whiskies before you hit record.
It's actually a little bit embarrassing just how long it took to stage all that. I'm clearly a long way from turning pro. No, I'd love to give a shout out to old mate Sheepdog, but I'm not going to. All right, I'm not going to.
God, here we go.
Dog tag whiskey.
Dog tag whiskey. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Do they make a peanut butter version?
Is it possible to get a bottle of dog tag whiskey though? They're all sold out, as far as I understood.
Yeah, no, it's very good stuff. Shout out to Mark Doreen down in Tassie. Doesn't give me any free bottles, mind you. That's fair enough. It cost about 10 times more than my book.
If you'd bid over $1,000, you would have got a bottle in the Simpson Desert.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no. I'm already up for postage to everyone for a book. Thanks to Frank for buying them.
I do need to email you for that. Can people email you for their own book, or where do they have to go to get your book?
Yeah. No, the people on the trip just email me and I'll send them through.
No, I mean, as in the rest of the people, we already know how to get a free book out of you.
Oh, yeah, no, I have no doubt. No, if you want to get a book, go to rodhendersonauthor.com.au, and I've actually got them in stock, as you saw from that last week's cringy video. I probably won't be banging one up this weekend. I'll let my influencing rest for a weekend and recuperate, ready for some more hashtagging next week.
So you're doing...
Did I say all that right? Does that sound authentic?
Yeah, it sounded authentic, but it didn't sound right.
Yeah.
No. It sounded like you, but it sounded like a terrible influencer. So you're going to go one video every fortnight. That's your plan?
Look, at best, it's a bit ad hoc, mate. A bit all over the place, like a mad person shitting with it. So, look, it's one of those things you can pick up or drop as much as you want. And when it's
when it turns into a full-time job like what you influencers have to do, I don't know if I could keep up with
Mate,
that.
It's at least 9 to 5, this job. All day, every day. You're never not influencing.
Mate, my ability to reach out and hashtag is just not, the game's not there. It takes me a good hour and a half to punch up a post. And there's not a lot of time in post-production. Then maybe I should spend some time in editing. I wouldn't look so bad. But,
was that all one take, was it? That was a one take, that one?
It's all one take, mate. It's all one take. But there was 98 other takes before.
I was going to ask you how many did you actually
Was
do?
there like a teleprompter as in an A3 page of paper with some bullet points on it in the background?
No, mate. No, all
just improv
done, mate. Well, the reality is, mate, the 700 times that I did it before and had to stop halfway through, it was pretty well memorised. And I dumped my missus in it, actually. She was the camera lady. I actually nailed it and take about 6. And then she decided to do some weird, funky stuff with the camera and zoomed in and twisted onto a book.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
But I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I finally got it. I finally got it right, and you stuffed me. And I was filthy, mate. I was filthy after that, and there was a lot of spite because then it went on to just, abysmal take after take. So what I'll do, mate, for all the influencing fans out there, I'll mash together all the stuff ups I did because there's plenty of them sitting on my phone, and you get to see the reality of my first attempt at influencing.
Yeah, love it. The blooper reels go well. You just got to put it all out there. Let people have a good laugh.
Yeah, well, it's all pretty raw in the book, so I may as well do it on the video as well. People know what they're getting themselves into.
Oh, we just got another savvy crack, mate. That's it. I don't know if that's giving you the wind up or what the story is, but
Hendo, we've
it was a crisp one on our one. Don't worry, we're all about opening a suite. Did you open yours off air?
No.
You've been caught out.
Yeah, what a liar. How's your book launch coming along, Hendo? You excited,
mate? Good. Yeah, look, really excited. It's progressing well. It's happening at the War Memorial on the 24th of August by invitation. You guys will be coming up, I hope. Last time you said you would, and
way to call us out on our own podcast.
Yeah. Well, mate, I need all the friends I can get. I don't
know how that includes us.
Well, I've got you two at the end, right? So you can easily drop off.
It's a pretty epic location for a book launch too. Should be cool.
I know. It's really cool. And I can't thank them enough there at the War Memorial for supporting me with this. And once people read the book, you'll have a good understanding of why the director has written what he's written with the forward. And what the War Memorial means to me, mate. And it means a lot to a lot of, veterans around Australia. So like I said, I can't thank them enough for the support they've given me.
As a War Memorial, you had some photos up before with a whole bunch of choppers and stuff. What's that? What are these new things they're bringing in?
Yeah, so it's those photos are from the warehouse I was in last week. That's where they've got a whole bunch of warehouses. They store a lot of big items off-site, particularly with the renovations that they're doing. So, G for George, probably the real heart and soul of the War Memorial everyone asks for, the Lancaster Bombers out there. They've got our Chinook out there, which is going to be a big centerpiece in the new galleries. The Black Hawk will also be in the glazed link section of the War Memorial. So it's really exciting being out there because you can also see so many different aircraft from pre-World War I right through to there's another phone right through to the Chinook from Afghanistan, everything. So
as in the one that you crashed, or
the heavy landing?
No. Well, it's the pilot's fault. They stuffed it.
Yeah, but if you say there's 30 people below you and there's only 5, it's not entirely on them.
No. Well, look, to be fair, in all lawsuits aside, I think they found some problem with the way they greased a particular part 20 years ago when the aircraft was made.
Ooh.
It gave way, and the drivers up the front did the best that they could with what they had left.
we've actually got a Avo mechanic with us here, so he's looking greedy like, oh, it's my fault, is it? It's all my fault. He only worked on Blackbook, so it's not his fault.
No, it was someone in the warehouse, and I won't say the company that did it, but that's what the initial inquiries found. But that's probably as much as I'll say about that. But no, it's aircraft. It's aircraft 102. That's in the warm world, and it's got its own really unique history. It's been hit once or twice in ground fire in Afghanistan, and plenty of people have got 102 in their logbook. That's not true. Sorry, 201. I tell you, 201.
So has the footprint of the War Memorial grown now, or are you saying there's a second site? Is that open to the public, or what's the setup now?
Well, there's about 5 or 6 different warehouses off-site that they've bought out at a suburb called Mitchell, and they store a lot of items there, and they also, that's where they do a lot of their maintenance on big items or the artwork or on uniforms. They do a lot of it there. So what you see in the collection is only a very small percentage. So what you see in the actual War Memorial is only a very small percentage of what they have in the collection. So they need to store it somewhere, and almost everything that someone donates is taken, and that needs to be stored and preserved through the techniques that the curators do. And like I said, there's only a very small percentage that goes on display, but the rest is looked after as part of the national collection for forever.
Nice.
Cool, mate. Well, if you've got have you got anything else you want to jump in, or you need to go and hang out with your family?
No, it's all good. It's the first day of, well, it's not even the first day of the school holidays. It's the kids have a pupil free day before the school holidays. So I don't know how that's even a thing.
I'd suggest that's a teachers
very made up.
No, it screams teachers get on the piss the week before
the
school holidays. Well, teachers probably have to look after their own kids now, so I dare say they've taken the Friday off to get on the piss at their school, so that when
not when you're 20, they're all out on the cans. It's Friday. They've been drinking, playing golf and drinking since 10 o'clock.
Fair enough.
I feel it's some teachers' federation that's going to sue me now.
Well, they're actually sponsored by Sheepdog Whiskey, so.
No, Dogtag Whiskey.
You're so bitter about the dog whiskey issue.
We'll have to dub all the whispering to Dogtag Whiskey. Dogtag Whiskey.
Yeah.
Mate, we've also got SJ, our other imposter author, here with us today, and she was just telling us before how nice it was to hear from another author.
Yeah. I'm not.
You're definitely my favourite podcast that the boys have done. So.
Thank you. I see I'm beating Marty on the stats.
That's good.
Important.
Yeah,
that's all that's important.
I'm gonna start doing daily updates on the Marksy V.
It was weird how professional you both came for 45 minutes while we were recording.
Yeah.
Now the pressure's on. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to start giving out free books to people who listen to my podcast to bump up my numbers.
Every time you get new followers, mate, just get a new share on your podcast and you'll be laughing.
I don't know, what is this thing you speak of? New followers, that's the thing.
And this has been the issue. Every time he puts a new post up, I'm like, Hendo, mate, you need to put a tag on. You need to do this and do that. He's like, I thought I did tag you. I'm like, no, mate. Just because you wrote something in a comment doesn't mean it's a real thing.
So everyone that hasn't seen our messages, hopefully it's a lot of people. Bertha has been very good at helping me in the background trying to craft posts after the fact, mind you, after the train has already wrecked and is on fire going down to the next station. He does try and help me a lot, but look, I'm as old as shit. So I think I'm past the point of being able to be helped. I don't do hashtags. I don't do any of that crap. So
I have enjoyed it. Every time he puts a new post up, I'm like, mate, you know what you should have done?
Yeah.
He's like, I've been doing this for 2 hours. Why didn't you bloody tell me? I'm like, well, how would I know that you were about to post something? It's like,
mate, I would normally knock you down, say you're full of shit, but you're absolutely spot on the money. It is a train wreck. So if there's anyone out there that can help me, and you know what, the really embarrassing thing is you're not the only one. There has been some really cool people out there that have messaged me, DM, whatever you call it. And, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And
what does DM stand for?
I'm just like, direct message.
Oh, hey, I'm Ron Burgundy.
So, like, people have even taken video screenshots and, like, you could see the cursor scroll up to where you're supposed to be pressing on your phone. I'm like, that's amazing. How do you even do that?
Yeah.
There's this other tool called YouTube where people will step you through how to make all these posts. And
hey, I'm on YouTube, rodhendersonauthor.com.au YouTube. It is the most cringeworthy shit you've ever seen. There's about 2 posts. I think one of them's just the camera looking up my nose while I'm looking at my screen trying to figure it out.
Mate, you'll have new subscribers tonight. I trust you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like AFP, all those people checking me. Look, I promise the book is way better than my podcasting and my social media abilities.
Speaking of influencers too, nice little video came out from Benji with Dare to Adventure. Have you watched that one yet from the Simpson trip?
No, I haven't seen it. Is it on YouTube?
It is, yeah. Yep. On his Dare to Adventure channel. So
Yeah. I think it's like 30
minutes. Someone tell me how to.
I'll send you the link.
I'll send you a link through the wireless.
You're killing me. I don't Alish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty old. I'm under 50, all right, but I'm pretty old. Like, I don't need a colostomy bag or anything yet. But this social media stuff is for all you influencers, not so much for me.
I'm super keen to watch you walk off the stage at the bookstore like you're Biden. Just looking for where do I go? Which way? Left, right? Where am I going?
I'm looking forward to the imposter moment when you have to speak at your book launch.
Yeah, look, as you know, I just don't shut up. That's the problem. I can certainly talk. So that's not a problem. It's just speaking coherently on any basis of fact as well as the issue. That's why the audio book would be a train wreck as well, because I'd go off on a tangent of just talking rubbish. That's why writing a book is better, because you have to be succinct, and then an editor fixes up all the lies and rubbish.
I thought you were getting Russell Crowe for your audiobook.
Oh, yeah. How's Russell coming along? Has he got back to you yet?
I think we should just accept that you're going to have to read your own audiobook, all right?
Look, I'm actually really excited, and you guys are the first to know this, that as yet Russell still has not gotten back to me. but I feel like it's just around the corner, either that or a restraining order.
Either way, we'll get you publicity.
Yeah. I mean, I'm prepared to cut bits off me and send them to him, like, to show how legit I am, that he should do my audio book. I'm not holding anything back. Yeah, that's probably not going to go real well with the AFP thing too. But,
it will go viral though.
Yeah.
And that is what you want.
People will buy your book.
Yes.
Yeah. The funniest part's going to be he's going to send all his fingers to him, and then he's going to try and write a second book, and he's going to be like, hang on a minute. Just run some stubs here.
Well, mate, ChatGPT did the first one, so I just talked in the microphone. It's good to go. It's good to go, mate.
ChatGPT did your newsletter too.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. It works a treat. Look, Hot Tour Lady's got like 130,000 likes, and she's been online for like a day. I reckon I should, get a few more likes out of this.
Give you the tip. She's a little bit better looking than you.
Well, yeah, probably.
All right, jury's out. Eye of the beholder and all that. Fair enough.
Marginally.
Yeah.
I'd like a fine wine, but yeah. Look, yeah, see how we go, Russell Crowe. Seriously, mate, there's some season tickets in it for you.
Season tickets to
I
what?
know you own the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I know you own. Well, he owns the Rabbitohs team, right?
He can visit the War Memorial as often as he wants.
Yep. Yeah, because he'd get kicked out. Yeah, exactly.
with a tour guide.
Yeah.
But I am prepared to buy him season tickets to the Knights game, every Knights game.
Yeah, he's definitely sold now.
Obviously, if he gets me in a box, because that'd be good too. But anyway, I better stop talking rubbish.
Yeah, you have hijacked this podcast.
Well, looking forward to your launch and finding out when I read it how many times Berso features in the book, because he's not going to read it, so I'll have to give him the cliff notes and tell him how he features.
He can't read, right? That's why he does podcasts. Those who can't do teaching and all that sort of stuff too. But
that's why
it's been sent out. The first 200 and I'm going to make up a number here. 10, I think we'll say, all went out over the last few days. So people will actually have the book. It's a real thing. It's not completely made up. And it'll be in store all online for sale at the end of this month, early August.
Awesome.
So you are now a published author. Well done. Congratulations.
It is a book. I'm looking at one as we speak, so it's really cool. I never thought it would happen, but it's happened, and we'll see where this ride takes me. Maybe erotic novels. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll help you out, mate. Don't worry.
Good chance.
Yeah.
Good
there
chance.
you go.
I got you.
Maybe we can. I don't know. You can do my book and I'll do yours. Is that too weird?
It's definitely getting that way, mate. We're going to ring someone else.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think my wife's got shit too now.
Yeah. All right.
She can read it.
See you later, buddy.
Thanks, everyone. Don't ever call me again, please.
Oh, no. My screen's
Stop screaming.
Anyway, that was Rod.
Oh, I love it even more now.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, you guys keep talking.
Up and about today.
Yeah, he's all up. Definitely.
He's a vibe.
Where were we?
Yep.
Did we finish? Did you finish telling us about listening to his episode? And was it? Were we saying it was just nice to hear like another author, like how they started in writing or something?
Yeah. It was just obviously he writes about completely different stuff than I do, but it was just interesting hearing his take, and that the first publisher I believe he went to like wanted to change a few things, and that seems to be a common trend. And being knocked back heaps of times, or just not hearing back, also seems to be a very common trend. So
it seems a bit weird to me, not that they would pass you over, but that would try and change so many things. So I think they wanted to reorder his whole book and change the title.
Which is ridiculous.
Why
Because
wouldn't you just find someone else that that fits whatever you are looking for? So that I found quite strange.
Yeah. I can understand that a little bit more with like fantasy books and stuff, books that aren't based on fact, but to reorder actual events seems a little bit silly.
And have you, because you're self-published, have you ever had meetings or had a chat down that line?
No.
No?
No. I should, but yeah.
So you haven't tried, or it's just not?
No, I haven't tried.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I sort of looked into if there were any publishing houses in Australia that looked at my sort of genre, but at the time that I looked, which was a few years ago now, it wasn't sort of what people were looking at, so I didn't bother sending any across. But I enjoy the self-publishing process, but you sort of need an actual publisher to put it out there, and marketing and all that sort of stuff I'm no good at. So
yeah, so it would be more of a reach and stocked in shelves kind of thing for you now.
Yep. And you can self-publish authors can get stocked in shops. Like there's if you go into Dimmicks now, you'll see books that have blown up on TikTok that they will stock in their store. So sometimes it's just a bit of luck of if you go viral on social media as well. Yeah.
Is that why you've been sending chapters to that guy that reads them on TikTok?
Yeah, he's not getting back to me now.
Oh.
He did listen to the podcast and said it was really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He had a listen. So I think he's on Patreon mostly now rather than TikTok, earning a bit of a living with his voice, which is good on him.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Fitzy, mate, we did a couple of hours with you the other day, and now you're sort of hearing from a few of the people that we've had on, and what do you think about this whole podcast world? And you kind of, you've done a lot of unique things, but how did you feel about telling us about all that?
It's interesting. I mean, I actually know SJ from a few years ago now. And I did not know that SJ was an author. So to me, I kind of go, wow, that's amazing. There's all these things that people do that I sort of, find quite amazing. And, I mean, I sort of am wondering why I'm here. Why did I think it's because I know Bursa. It was like, okay, Fitzy's down the road. We'll get him in for a podcast. That'll fill up some time, really.
Yeah, we were struggling
Yeah,
hard to get some more guests on.
So many people go and do 100-mile races that you were just the most local to us recording.
I literally had like 5 other ones that were just 300 metres further down the road, but it was just easier because Fitzy was available.
For a bit of context, mate, what cracked me up when we recorded with you was, we're talking about like 100-mile races, and you're like, oh yeah, when you cross the 100, so that's 160k-ish. You're like, oh yeah, you cross the 100k mark and you feel pretty good, and you just, keep doing the same thing. I'm like, I think you've kind of lost perspective on how epic those races are, and how like not even hitting the start line any of us would even, consider.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what to say now. You're just making me feel embarrassed. Yeah, I don't know. It is just a thing, I sort of I know that there's a mental game that's there that for me, I'm never going to be, I'm more. I see all the other runners around me and I'm really impressed by them. It doesn't really matter. And there was something that I didn't talk about when I was actually on the podcast. There was the first race that I did was the 100K race. There was we'd finished and we went in to see medal presentations the next day. And they had this lady that was on and she had completed 65K of the 100K, but she was completely blind. And she had people running with her. And if you saw the actual, you saw the people, saw the route where we were running, I mean, it was hard to run seeing what you were seeing. And she's running with people telling her where to put her feet and stuff. I was amazed, absolutely amazed by this person. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a dry eye in the room that was sort of listening to this person talking. And she was sort of talking like this was just a normal thing. And we were all, completely in awe of her for being able to try and do that. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Dan, you there, mate?
Yes, I am, buddy.
Oh, welcome,
Caruana.
Welcome,
under 13s Tai Chi champ.
Still going, good.
Welcome back,
we
mate.
got Verso and Al. Is Fedora there as well?
No Fedora, mate. He's Disney on Ice apparently tonight. Too cool. We've got we do have Fitzy here though. You haven't heard from Fitzy yet because he's yet to be released. So he's post Podapalooza, and then you've got SJ, the erotic novelist, of which you've already told me you've listened to that about 4 times. So it's a bit weird, but like it's made it weird between you and her. But anyway, she's here now.
Just read it to each other.
Oh.
How did that work out for you, mate?
Oh no, mate, I don't even know.
I switched off. I don't know what happened. I was sleeping after 2 minutes, so you'd have to ask her how the rest of it went.
Yeah, that's right.
What's cracking, mate?
What do you know?
Not too much, mate. How's your calendar coming along?
Oh, good, mate. Training hard. Actually, just got back from the gym, so.
I mean, it's a podcast, so we'll take your word for
plausible.
it. Yeah.
just sculpting the rig.
Yeah, no, fair call. How's the interaction going though? Like, you got any back and forth between you and the calendar yet, or?
I haven't made any contact.
You haven't, or they haven't?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. No,
It's
that's cool.
certain that Bursa hasn't done any applications with your name on it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
In the jurisdictions that you least would want to be featuring in?
Yeah.
No, I haven't received anything, thank goodness, but I'm sure they're going to require photos if you have put something in, so they wouldn't have got any of those.
Not yet?
Oh.
No, not yet.
Mate, you literally sent us photos.
Yeah, well, not with my shirt off, that's for sure.
No. I've had to go past your fire station where you and all the rest of the boys get your shirts off every Tuesday when you're washing the truck for money, or whatever it is you guys do.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's told you about that, but I'm glad you know about that.
I'll go past all the fiery stations and have a look.
Hey, I was listening to your podcast, and I agree with you, Bert. So geography wasn't that bad.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't think, to be fair, that any of us had anything against geography. Just that some of us had teachers. No, I had something against not being or not learning anything about geography. I think I was quite interested in the topic.
Sounds like a backpedal to me, DC. What do you reckon?
Yeah, and it actually does link with politics a little bit too, so it doesn't surprise me that you did like it.
Here we go.
Geopolitics?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, geopolitics. Exactly.
Yeah. What else? How's the station?
There's no
going,
Mike
mate?
McConnell on this Podapalooza, is there?
Oh, mate, I literally rang him before you. I mean, I didn't. I rang you first. And then,
we
he
can't
hasn't
be
answered.
on the same podcast.
Well, that's literally going to be a thing, mate, because he didn't answer, so.
Yeah, well, good, because I've been messaging him anyway, just stirring him up.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's still.
You know that thing that you posted, like, with the poll with Mark McConnell's thing, like a yes or no thing?
Yeah.
And I said no, screenshot it and send it to him.
Nice. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to do a quick Buzzsprout update, or?
No, I was just going to say, I mean, we're recording episode 30, mate, believe it or not. And I was just looking at, so you were episode 4
or something, yeah.
And 4 and 6. So that's actually pretty crazy that we've managed to put out this many. But
Weirdly
Yeah,
enough, we're still
You
not,
started us strong.
and we're still not rich and famous, which is weird. I thought we would have been retired by now.
Me either. My house isn't paid off.
Yeah, because you're still working on the calendar, mate.
Yeah.
We literally gave you your coffee. It was going to be you like in Speedos, and you don't want to use it.
Oh, don't worry, so.
I'll buy it.
SJ wants you for a cover of her new book.
Oh,
And then-
yeah, sure.
And then you get 100,000 Instagram followers and you've made
Mate,
it.
I can retire anyway. Cam Haynes reposted it, so we're done.
Oh,
True.
didn't they?
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you get any
that's-
followers out of it?
No.
I think we got
Did
3.
you see, have you had a look at the insights to see how many views you got on your page that day?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know how to do that.
It's kind of funny, like potentially 2 million people saw me not drawing a bow back on your post.
God, that was
And-
great.
But
So
we
good.
got no tangible followers out of it.
Yeah, but at the
I
same
got a
time,
message.
oh yeah,
I got a message from one of the boys that we used to work with. I won't say their name, but it was just fucking laughing emojis.
See, if I was going to fall on the sword without even volunteering, I at least wanted to get some followers out.
Yeah.
mate, I love that.
Oh.
It went in there like when Cam Han shared it, and then we were I just screenshot it and sent it to Al. Went, oh yeah, mate. You know how many people have just seen you doing
No, but
this?
it's that everybody that saw it would be a decent bow hunter.
Yeah.
Has seen me not be able to draw back. What was it, a 60-pound bow?
Yeah.
You did get it back eventually.
Oh yeah, not in the part that you guys showed.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh,
So good.
it was amazing. Right, because with the video, we're just like just going forward slowly, just to get the best shot of like your face being disappointed.
You're laughing in the video, even better versa. So, all right, that's good.
If you're listening and you haven't drawn back a real bow, then you can't judge me. If you follow Cam Haynes, then you can.
Well, I think they're following Cam Hands because we put it up there. I wonder if he got more followers than we got out of that because we reposted Cam Hands posting
Or
our
anything
thing.
more than 0 is more.
True that.
But anyway, it was still a milestone. Pretty cool.
It was good.
We'll have to do another bow hunting blooper and try again. We got a view from the Huberman team as well on our Huberman posting. So nothing actually happened, but we could see. Or did they like it?
I think they liked it.
I think they liked it actually. Yeah. So
Yeah, big deal.
which is kind of weird, but
He'd have more followers than Haynes, I reckon, too.
yeah, he's got a couple of million for sure. But at the live event, he said it was just him and one other that are the whole team. So unless they outsource the social media, that would actually mean that he's probably seen that, which would be pretty
No,
cool
it's
too.
definitely the one other that saw it.
Well, yeah, okay. Fine.
What other?
They're probably laughing at these Aussie guys badly paraphrasing them.
Are you
No, they were good posts. I like them.
Are you interested in coming to watch Al do a comedy thing? He's on in October. We got the Geelong Comedy Festival.
I'm there. I'm not interested. I'm already there.
Oh yeah.
I got to make sure that Jared doesn't give you the tickets, that you actually have to purchase all these yourself. I did not agree to
I'm
a
coming.
stacked audience. That was not part of the deal.
Mate, if I have to get my gear off in front of a camera, you fucking...
You will not have all of us standing in front of you when you do that.
Oh, you are dreaming. You reckon we're not all going to that? if he's doing a photo shoot of him in a calendar, mate, we are there. All 28 people that have been on our podcast will all be there that day. That's
Have
how
you
we
decided whether you're holding a kitten or a bunny rabbit, or what's going to be your...
It'll definitely be an animal one if I do it.
wise.
Maybe I should get old mate that you had on the other day, the bikini fitness dude to help
Troy.
me
Yeah, Troy Thornton.
sculpt myself.
Yeah, he's the man to do it.
I won't rock a bikini, but he might give me some advice.
Yeah, well, he was a high-level
He's got plenty of
competitor
advice. I don't know if it's going to help you, but...
Yeah, I need some time to store some gear too to actually get Jack.
Well, maybe you didn't listen, mate, because he heavily discourages that.
No, that's for women.
Nah.
Wow, yeah, okay.
For
Your
men,
voice
he's
is
probably
rough.
like, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm. All right, mate. Have you got anything else besides talking shit that you want to talk about? Have you got anything cool happening?
No. Nothing cool happening, mate. Just been just working away as it goes. Just been busy.
Fair call. Do you want to have another crack at McConnell before you go? Or
Who?
Well played.
You know, the guy with higher view numbers than you.
Jeez.
Okay, that's how we're doing it. All right.
Yeah, way to pick.
Well,
way
mate,
to pick a team, Al.
You were not available to have dinner with me this week, so that's how it goes.
Oh damn!
Yeah, sorry, I was just
Just sleeping on
responding.
duty.
This is turning into the dirty laundry podcast. Hendo's trying to crack at Clay. Now we've got Alan. Radio. All right, mate. We're going to try
Very
and bring
good,
some more
boys.
people. Thanks for
All right, buddy.
thanks for stopping by.
See you, mate.
See you later.
Carry on.
But our hit rate on
Don't mind me.
our hit rate on the phone calls isn't too bad, but it is very distracting when we just hear dial tones and we're all over here talking.
Yeah, I know. It was like
Talking about a blind woman
I know.
running an ultra marathon, I was like, "You're a prick."
You
Not good enough for
did
Verso,
try.
not
You were
impressed.
trying to cut in on that story.
Blind woman running.
well, it's funny
Whatever.
because I didn't think he was going to answer. I was like, this will be all right. And then he answered. I was like, oh, he's there too. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to do it. But he obviously was like, I don't know what this story is, but I need to listen.
A minute at a time. So
Anyway, blind
yeah.
lady doing a marathon and
So
stuff.
she did 65 kilometres.
Yeah, I think it was about
Being
65k. Yeah, she didn't get through it, but yeah, bloody amazing.
It's also, you see some videos of things like that too. The person that, would lead them, that's a pretty epic job too. The sort of the care and the patience to sort of step well and, lead them through something like that is pretty immense too.
That's on a whole other level. I mean, there's tree roots, there's rocks you've got to climb up on. You're really taking someone's life into your own hands, really doing that sort of stuff. Pretty amazing.
So really you're just cheapening your effort as well with that story.
Yeah.
Well, and in comparison, I mean, there's a bit of talk about doing a park run in the morning, but that's the sort of thing like 5K is probably at the limit, of a lot of us these days to just plod through a park run.
So you park running?
Yeah.
Well, allegedly, I've got to do it. So
You should do it live
Oh,
on your
and-
Instagram.
go live on Instagram running. I could do that.
Actually, that'd be worthwhile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be worthwhile? Would it?
Yeah.
Run me through how.
Well, for everybody but you, it would be massively entertaining. And
All right, I'll
to
go.
be fair,
I want a video of
you do
someone
owe us a
filming
live
you
Instagram
running
post.
while you're taking
Whilst
your
I'm,
selfie while
yeah, it'll be my first vlog or what are you? I think vlogging is it?
Yeah, I guess
Vlogging,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, video logging.
Sounds
Speaking of which, I think I cut you off challenging Berso properly while we were.
I'm still on.
You go ahead and tell us what you were.
He didn't
what
even
you were
notice I turned
cooking
you off.
For Berso, I'm not sure. I think we talked about off air. We talked about a few different ways of doing it. One of them was trying to do a marathon that has the day to do it. So doing it
was a mile an hour.
A mile an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day actually because, like, to have a group of us just hang around for 24 hours is probably a bit long. But if you did 2K or 2 miles an hour or something. That might be, or maybe a mile every half hour, and do it in, 12
He looks
hours.
really happy about this challenge.
I just like the way you two are looking at each other. Like he could probably run 2 miles an hour. Maybe he could do it, or maybe
Not speed.
over like 3 days. You just stay awake for 3 days. We just need to walk 42 k's.
Well, I think we could get a group together, and maybe have some people that never thought they'd do a marathon do it like in a 10-hour or 12-hour segment.
Definitely could do that, or he could do a trail half marathon or something like that. And I'm sure he'd get through it. It's all head games. Berso would make it.
We'd just have to get him to show up, and then he'd get through it.
It'd just be getting him there.
All right.
You got anything to say, Berso?
I'm focusing on the podcast. I got to do stuff. So I'll get back to you guys about stuff later.
SJ, will you come and join in on a 12-hour marathon?
It's probably a hard no from me.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like where your head's at, SJ.
Interesting. All right.
It depends when it is, if I've got time to prep.
Probably tomorrow from about 8 a.m.
What's 5K at 8 a.m.?
And then you just got to keep going.
Just trying to get Max here. No, you guys go. You won't answer.
I've always wanted to do a marathon.
Hi, you run Clay. I'm presently unavailable. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
And you shall.
Thank you.
This is the voicemail podcast, Clay. Thank you.
Welcome, Clay Marks. Thanks for coming in. About as good as any other input he's had. See you later. You'll probably ring back now and I'll be like, oh, awkward. That's all right. That's one win to Hendo and one win to Caruana.
Yep.
I do like that we've got a little beef. We need to get a different novelist on for you. Or do you want to start like talking trash with Jess?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, get into it.
Fuck you, Jess.
Oh, I like that.
She'll bring it back hard.
That's what she said.
Can we have some context, please, to the latest beef on the podcast?
It literally just started then, I think. Yeah. That was it. I like it. Straight into it. We could get Fitzy having a go at Joe as well, because Joe can run. Joe's already had 3 bundies, so he's going to glass anyone in the next podcast anyway. Joe's looking at me like, I don't even have a microphone, mate. You can't throw trash when I don't have a mic.
Oh, it's a bottle.
Who's doing a 16-minute park run tomorrow?
Are you gonna try and win? You gonna win it tomorrow, Joe? You have to talk into the contract.
22 minutes.
Feel free to sit on this chair and start talking trash.
Probably have to take a shortcut if you're going to do 22 minutes.
Nah, he's done 22 before. I've seen it.
No, but Fitzy will be doing like 18 or something.
Oh, how fast do you reckon you can do 5K in?
Don't know.
Mate, it takes me 40. You guys are wasting your time.
He told us low 18s.
Really?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
You get that, Joe? Apparently Fitzy reckons he's going to do 18 tomorrow. And Joe's like, well, I'm 5 bundies in, so I don't really care.
All right. Well, we might have to put a marathon together.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sounds really
bully
exciting.
People to turn up.
I'm going to try and ring some more people. You guys talk amongst yourselves if you want. Or do you want to get one of the boys on?
Yeah. All right. Well. Oh.
Don't mind me.
Call back.
Hello there.
How are you?
Oh, good, mate. Oh, we've already talked trash about you because you didn't answer before.
You've got a lovely voicemail.
Yeah. You'll be able to save. That's a live on air podcast. You'll be able to hear it before it's released.
6 p.m. in Sydney. I was getting the kids food. Sorry, mate.
Well, I did tell you about 4 o'clock, so it's fair enough. 2 hours later, you're busy, especially with kids and stuff.
Clay Marks from Frontline Safari. Welcome back to the podcast.
I don't think I should have given Rod a cheer. Anyway, whatever. We're off Rod anyway. Mate, Rod wouldn't shut up. We had him for I just wanted a good 5 minutes with him, and then he told us everything about the War Memorial. He wouldn't shut up about everything. And then he's changed he's changed which whiskey he goes for now. He's off sheepdog. He's into dog tag whiskey now. So he started.
It's whatever's free.
Oh, classic. But how you feeling? Like I think you're about seven downloads behind at the moment.
Pretty gutted, but I think we'll beat Rod. We'll see how we go.
Overall, we'll see how we go.
I think Rod's sitting at home with a coffee, just downloading and re-listening to his own podcast over and over and over to beat me.
Mate, look, to be fair, I'd love to back that story, but I've seen him trying to do Instagram and stuff. I dare say he cannot operate any more than one electronic device at the time.
He was just telling us how happy he was with his launch video that he did the other day. Just nailed it in one take.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, well, it takes a special kid to put that together. It was rubbish.
I love this. It's just turning into bulk beef now, this one. We've got Dan and McConnell are both beefy. Now you and Hendo. It's been great. Ideally,
I never beat Hendo. He's too much like, the eldest son. You love him, but every now and then you got to give him a bit of a stick.
Well, I think the other thing is you actually have a job and he doesn't. So, actually, you don't have a job either at the moment, do you? It's like neither of you. How's being a pilot going for you?
Yeah, good. It's actually good being back in the low rung again. At the bottom of the rung, career wise. So, at 40, I'm a know nothing scummy guy learning the ropes and trying to cement myself in a good crew. So yeah, it's actually exciting. I feel young and invigorated again, especially around like everyone I'm with at the moment are in their early to mid 20s. So it's really cool.
I mean, no one's confusing you for mid 20s, though, are they?
Well, I have dyed my facial hair in my head, and
have you really?
No, I haven't.
Oh. I was excited for a second.
No, I couldn't do that. I look too stupid. I look like Lego Man. It's great, and but yeah, hopefully I can pick up something up north in the next 6 to 12 months, and knock out 500 to 1,000 hours, and go from there.
Yeah, you're not going to go to Murray?
If I get a helicopter, I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, if you buy the pub and Aradare, you can make it Rotary as well.
Well, there you go. I'll have to ring up Phil and Maria and give them a chat you know.
You're really choking, aren't you, at the moment?
I actually just had a beer. I just had my first beer. So no.
You'd had 7 when we spoke to you last time. Maybe that's the issue.
I was just walking away thinking, oh my God, I hope no one hears this. No, it's quite not tough, but you've got to get your first job to get those hours up. And if I can't start, my own operation until I've got 500 hours. I can't start an instructor running unless I've got 500 hours. So that seems to be like the key benchmark there to do anything else. So I think I'll end up having to do a bit of travelling and get those hours up, and then go from there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You available for Hendo's book launch?
Yes, I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Ride the hog to Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
Look like one of those bad veterans on the Harley. We're all patched up.
Yeah, you can join the mild hogs.
Mild hogs, yep, that's right.
Don't want to get too aggressive.
Beating up my kids on BMXs. No, it's
as long as they're not wearing rollerblades, mate, you should be right.
Yeah, I'll be there with bells on, cheering him on. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, very exciting times.
Clay, after doing frontline and watching the riders all week in the Simpson, I think I told you I then went on to Fink to watch some of the boys there, which I really enjoyed. And I know you've raced a couple of times, and I seem to have lined myself up a Husky 501 now. So, hopefully,
crikey, look out.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be converting from a very average enduro rider to trying some sand over the next year.
Well, if you want to do Fink, sing out, because I'll come help you do that. And I might even join you. Now, I think I might do it one more time now than in my 40s.
Well,
but it's good fun.
I really enjoyed watching it. It's absolutely epic to have something, like that up sort of in Alice out to Fink, to see the setup of the teams and the sort of the equipment and the money that goes in there for that 1 week is crazy.
Yeah.
How many crew would you need if you were going to do the Fink?
Oh, here we go. Somebody's tagging along.
Yeah, I'm in on this.
Are you going to bring your electric car?
No, I think I might leave that one home.
Yeah, well, I've actually I went up there to watch a sort of little veteran first responder team, which is how I'll be doing it. So anyone is welcome to come and ride with or help out with the pit crews and that sort of thing. So
pit crew. Pit crew.
We actually had, because we're good friends with the guy that he still serves. He runs the Defence Force Motorcycle Club.
Oh yeah.
They actually just went to Glen Helen in the US, which is a very famous, for those who don't know, it's a very famous motocross track globally. And they raced the Vet World Motocross Championship, which is not vets as in military veterans. It's veterans as in the ranking for the age group within the motorcycle racing group. So I think it's over 33 or 34 or something like that.
Oh, so we're all veterans then.
Yeah, that's right. So, he did. But they had a female serving veteran, a female currently serving member go over and race. They had, I think, 5. I'll have to have a Google quickly now. They had 5 serving members and 2 veterans head over and race as well. So that was really cool. But they had no support, realistically, from Defence or anyone else. So they did a good job. But anyway, he and I were going to put up a team, like a support team to support veterans racing the Fink with 2 stops. So generally you'll need, with just with the IMS 17 litre, you probably need 1 to 2 stops.
Yeah.
So we had cam nets and everything set up and ready to go. But just with the issues with the current economic climate, no one really signing up for frontline this year, we all really couldn't afford it and couldn't get the time off and to go do it. But it's definitely on the cards again. So if you're interested, we can put it together, and it's really cool. It's a good event. You don't need to race it. I think you would have seen it that it's really dusty and there's a lot of riders. There's only a couple that get out fast enough in the prologue to get out front and own it. But definitely, if you want to do it like as an achievement, tick the box, it's great. If that's how you ride it and how you set yourself up, it's really good fun.
No, for sure, mate. And we'll see if we can time it and rally around Frontline Safari potentially into Fink next year.
Yeah, we'll just go sit in the desert for 2 weeks after Frontline, roll around the first week of June, and roll into the Fink.
That sounds like heaven. I didn't much like coming back to the city after spending over a month out in the red sand. So yeah.
So how did you both pull up dealing with? You spent a good nearly 2 weeks in remote Australia, Central Australia, and I noticed even from what Berso was sort of chatting about in a recent podcast about how I think you did as well about how open and nice people in the outback are. How is going back to Melbourne and in the CBD gone for you, dealing with people and just walking down the main street of inner city Melbourne or Geelong or wherever you're at, and interacting just with the folk?
Personally, I hated coming back, mate. I could have stayed for a very long time. Yeah. I think, like I think I said on your pod, was like it took a few days and then you realise everyone's just good people and they want to chat and you really sort of open up. So that sort of month was really good for me, but coming back to the city, not so much.
Yeah. So something I pick up is that after every event, for those that don't know, we for the Frontline Safari, we have a group chat on WhatsApp. We put a WhatsApp group together so everyone can talk and we share photos and things like that. Generally, the first week, it is really, really, really busy with messages. Like everyone that attended that year just really misses it, misses the desert, misses the outback. And it's always the same story. Oh, back in the office, I hate being here. I hate the city. So yeah, it's quite eye-opening. So a lot of people that are born and bred in a city, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, wherever, that come out and spend a week with us, they go back and it's just a huge eye-opener for them. They're just like, oh well, I think I want to move.
It sort of shows with how many people go back each year as well. So we'll try and rally some imposters, maybe in some tag-along four-wheel drives and that for next year too.
The 500. You got the 500. You'll be coming next year.
Yeah,
I've already marked you down.
Oh, awesome, mate! Yeah, I'd love to ride it for sure.
We have Berso. Berso can jump on the first aid kit, then the first aid kit and drive the ambulance.
Yeah, mate. I'll have to vinyl wrap the Deleca as an ambulance.
Yeah,
people will let me through. I'll get some light mad lights and stuff, put them on the roof, etc., etc.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Righto, mate. Well, we're going to disappear, and we will catch you on the next Podapalooza probably if we don't see you before then. Oh, I think we'll probably see you at Rod's thing before then.
I appreciate the call. Thanks, guys.
Righto. Cheers, buddy.
See you, Clay.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit of a team's change.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll swap out for a minute. And
you're done?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's still Podapalooza.
No, just for a minute.
Oh, okay. See you later. Yeah, all right. Fitzy's just left. He said he's going for a run and feed the dogs.
Yeah, did he just go home, did he?
Yeah, he sent me a message. He was like, see you later, mate. I'm going to feed the dogs and go for a run.
It is a drop-in show.
Yeah, isn't it? Bit of a drop-in centre at the moment in this place. A bunch of homeless-looking individuals, plus Joe. Take that how you want, everyone else. How you going, Joe? Have you got me, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Oh, geez, welcome. Jason's been... you got to open it on the... I know this is your first podcast, Jace, all right? But I'm going to have to get you to get a new one now. Open it up on the actual microphone. And now you got to say what you're doing. You're drinking a Savvy. Is this your first time on a podcast or what?
It is. Never been on a podcast before.
Okay.
So thank you for
so far, you're really stuffing it up.
We are average.
He's already dropped it. The average Joes. These are the this is SJ, Jace, Joe.
Hi.
Average Joes. These boys here. They
Hi, SJ.
Yeah, they're veterans of the veteran games. That's like double veteran now because you got to be a veteran to get the veteran games, and now they're veterans of the veteran games. That's a lot. Welcome, boys. Welcome. Oh, yeah, because you guys... Sorry, the boys have been sitting on a couch in the background this whole time, so they've not been able to hear any of the phone calls we've had. And they've just been looking confused and they can't hear any of the sound effects. But we're going to wrap this one up in a minute. So you boys are going to be coming out... This will be out sooner than you boys come out because yours will be another probably 4 weeks later. But, yeah, how are you feeling about doing your first podcast coming up next?
Yeah, good.
Jeez, this is going to be
nervous.
Yeah, well, I was going to say this is going to go well. Oh, you, Big Joe?
I'm all right.
Yeah, mate. Have you been on radio before? I feel like you look very comfortable.
I've done a bit of radio.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah, and also have done a podcast before, but I'll keep that one under wraps.
Well, you haven't because you just told us.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I did.
Oh, are you going to tell me how far a submarine can go?
No, thanks.
This is an ongoing thing. He will not tell you how far a submarine will go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I keep telling you, Burso, the answer is it can go as far as you want. Just may not come back.
Like the one that went to the Titanic.
Wow, this podcast is going really well. What do we have before? Somebody's going to start mailing body parts of Russell Crowe. Now this is not
what
idea.
I am particularly interested in is this concept of doing a marathon over an extended period. Because
I don't know why everyone's so interested in that because Burso's not.
I've probably done a marathon over the last 35 years. If I put all my runs together, does that count?
100% counts for me.
You qualify.
Yeah, this is starting to sound like you're doing a marathon with me under our over 2 weeks sort of scenario.
Oh, I've done a bunch of half marathons before, and I'd love to do a full marathon, but I just don't have the time to train for that.
It's a lot of time.
You've just got to put so many kilometres into the legs. And
well, the thing that's funny about that is Fitzy doesn't reckon you do. He does ultras, and he runs just like 5K a day most days.
He's a freak.
Maybe for me, like I'd have my heart set on under 4 hours.
So you're talking about not just finishing a marathon, you're talking about being competitive.
I've done about half a dozen.
And don't forget,
marathons.
It's in wooden sandals.
Perfect.
No, that's only adventure racing. He can do marathons in runners. Hovers, I think they were. Oh, none of you boys understand. We did a podcast with Fitzy. He was talking about a bunch of brands I've never heard of before in my life. Apparently there's a whole bunch of like actual legitimate ultra running shoes, but yeah. Anyway, we're not going to get a sponsor from them because I can't even tell you who they are. But so we'll be talking to you boys next. We can talk veteran games. Bring that up.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk Spartan Race in Bright. Got a quick overall of that. How far was that, etc. Because I obviously got there as you guys finished it. So
you mean like how far did we do the race? 21 kilometres.
Yeah, 21 Ks. Yeah,
21 Ks.
Yeah, love it. Up and down a hill, no water.
What was it, Joe? An elevation of 960
I think it was 1,200 metres or something.
Oh yeah, there you go. Over what, 2 Ks?
I think I think over a 3 kilometre stint, we went up 1,200 metres.
Jesus.
So it was pretty steep, and don't want to give it away all in this.
No, we'll probably fact check that too.
Yeah.
Before we jump in on the next one. We went up. It was like 3 Everests.
Like
I
when
swear
you
to
catch a
God.
fish.
It was this big. It was so massive.
And I'm pretty sure I said next time I could get around that course in 35 minutes.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 30.
No,
it actually dropped every time you said it, to be fair.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
I think it still drops as every time we talk about it.
It's 25.
Yeah, because what did it take you this time? Like 6 hours?
Oh, it's closer to 8.
Was it really? Oh, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, it was closer to 8, but, you know, we will go into why it was closer to the 8.
Well, because you weren't ready for
ruin
it.
it
Yeah, exactly.
Let's circle back to this marathon thing.
I like it.
I love the idea of doing a mile or 2 an hour. Like, that seems pretty achievable.
Yeah, for a bloke who's already running 20 minutes for 5Ks, it sounds very good.
You could do that.
No, I can't. I guarantee you I cannot do that.
Mate, we skull drag Blue through this thing which we're talking about.
Yeah, and you said 8 hours and it was 20K.
Mate, there you go. Just double it. We're sweet.
And do it on the flat, so we should be all right.
Easy.
Yeah. I hope you're happy, Al. These guys are all about this marathon thing over 24 hours now as well.
You're not the only one that can set challenges, mate.
Yeah, but your challenge is a lot. Fun. Hey, talk trash on stage for 5 minutes. You're like, over 24 hours, I need you to get 4 tattoos. I need you to walk over some hot coals and then do this and do that.
I could do that instead of a marathon.
A tattoo?
I'll get the tattoo.
Yeah.
That actually sounds fun.
Yeah, it does.
Hang on. That's a big call. What? So we can just write a You've got the option of doing the marathon with me, or we can pick your tattoo.
I pick where they go.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be forgetting you don't pick your own challenges.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, neither of them's a win for her. So, like, if you get to choose between doing a marathon over 24 hours and getting a tattoo that we choose, I don't think she's winning either of them.
Draw.
No, I'm not going to draw it. No, I want it to be cool.
That's just cruel.
Yeah.
So who's paying for it?
Because I'll be ashamed
Exactly, that's my question.
every time you you know what, that's probably the one thing we could probably raise money for on this podcast.
And it is lifetime.
Yeah,
At least you do the marathon. I mean, you're done and dusted. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
But then you've got to look at your tattoo every day.
Yeah, and that's why I don't want to draw it, because I don't want to have to see it.
And
I'll be offended if I have to look at a picture that I drew.
If it's not a photo of Burso's head, I'm not interested in paying for it.
Well, you said you aren't going to come to the Ringwood RSL thing if I'm the guest speaker.
Oh, true. I think maybe that was my beef.
Steve-O from Jackass when he got that photo of himself, like with the thumbs up.
Oh,
That-
well, he
that's
was
what
in
it
the
has to
back of
be.
the
Burso's
wasn't he in the
face
back
with
of in the van,
yeah.
buggy and going over sand dunes. while they
Henry
were
Rollins tattooing him, I think.
Yeah.
Mate, I'll get a tattoo if Henry Rollins is doing it. I'm involved.
Well, talking tattoos, I mean, there is talk about Average Joe's.
Yeah, Tug will want to do it again.
Absolutely.
Tug's the number one sponsor for, not sponsor. He's our number one fan. I don't know if you see him. He sends us videos every time the intro's on.
He'll probably pay for everyone's tattoo as well.
Well, if he's on it like he was last time, there's a good chance. Because he was going to pay for ours last time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He was like, get in the Uber, we're going to get tattoos.
Looking up all the tattoo places at
he's
midnight.
like there's like, this one's 24 hours, we'll definitely get in. It's like walk-ins welcome. I was like, that's one of those ones that's just like,
You're
yeah.
coming
you
out of there with hepatitis.
Yeah. And they're just like, yeah. No, we do not care. Whatever you want to get,
On your
wherever
face,
you want to
okay.
get it, do it right now. Yep. It's like, we are sold. Would you like another shot? Like that's the kind of place that's open 24 hours, I think. King's Cross has them as well. I got one on King's Cross, actually.
Of course you do.
Speaking of.
One what?
Huh? Tattoo.
I have no tattoos, not one.
Don't you?
That
Clean
doesn't
skin.
surprise me. I don't know you very well, but you look very put together and smart. And
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
Are we starting?
I do have tattoos.
Yeah,
So
I know,
I'm not ripping you.
No, but that's like quite a compliment for Joey. I mean, he's pretty well put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks, mate.
mate, should you be on Average Joe's?
I'm definitely on the average
Above
side.
average Joes.
But
He's
mind
on
you,
the Average Joe's 2.0, above average.
well, you've got to have the net median being above average, and if there's going to be some above and some below.
Yeah, and mate, look, if you ever look at the tasks that we had, like Mog Pool, when you've got Joe and Tug and they're both like 30 kilos after the rain, it's we're not winning that anytime soon.
Hey, mate, I'm just a smidge over 80.
Pounds.
Or grams.
Yeah.
Either way, that mog wasn't going anywhere.
No, but to be fair, they did dig some ditches to put it in before we had to rock it out. Like if you have to rock it out of a hole, there's your heads up, Heston.
And also,
stitched. You stitched us, mate.
what I liked about we had to go first at least one obstacle, and we went first on the hardest one.
Yeah. Yeah, we did show
Like
people
carry some stuff
how-
over a cargo net or jump over some stuff. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's go first.
Yeah.
But push this. What do they weigh? How much is a mog?
It was 8 ton, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did say something about that.
What is a mog?
A big
it's-
truck.
Okay.
It's not a big truck. In truck world, it's not that big. Yeah. Like it's not semi or whatever it is. It's,
But they're like
it's like one of those
all-wheel
adventure
drive,
home
aren't they?
trucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
so they're a big,
It's a medium rigid truck. No, it's 8 ton.
Ooh, okay. That's a truck.
but they're like a heavy duty truck. It's not just like a flatbed. It's
That's like what weighs more, a kilo of feathers or a kilo of bricks. It's 8 ton. You could have a Delica with lead in it. It's 8 ton. You're trying to tow 8
we
ton.
still wouldn't have pushed it.
No, 100% no.
And I mean, I could hardly reach it being so short. I mean, I could hardly get my hands up onto a good point to push the thing.
But to be fair,
And pull it. You know?
neither did anybody. That's why they put the drop tray down, and we didn't do that.
That is true. I mean, everyone's just gone light bulb moment. As
Yep.
soon as the drop tray happened,
That's the beauty of
great.
not being first. Like you watch somebody else and you watch them try and do stuff like 7 different ways, and then you're like, oh, this is the way we do it. And everyone else goes, excellent, we'll do it that way, but faster. You know, and we skipped the first 5 minutes of trying to work that out.
Absolutely. And I mean, I thought you and I were going to have a blue on the field. I mean, here we are trying to pull the truck. You're standing at the back of the truck. And I said, we just need to get behind this truck rather than trying to pull it. And
Yeah, but
you've
I was influencing. I was actually live streaming at the time. So that's
Yeah.
a bit different as well.
Well, yeah. So what you're trying to tell us is that you were working.
Oh, no.
So the one guy that had the capacity to push it was filming instead.
Oh, absolutely.
That was like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look at him going.
I mean, and to be honest, our last training session, we're all working. Burso's out there filming as...
Mate, if you're not filming it, how does anyone know you're working?
Well, they did bring the media crew down from Veteran Games to do that specifically.
That's true, but the behind-the-scenes stuff, though, you got to be behind the scenes to take some behind-the-scenes. Yeah. Who's going to film the filmers? Exactly. I actually got one. I was over in Adelaide on the weekend as well, and then like one of the marquees was up and flying around, and I said to Ness, who's running it, I was like, hey, is that how you left that? And she's like, what do you mean? Like, they're all just talking casually. I was like, I just wonder if you left your marquee like that. And she turned around, it's like upside down and blowing down the hill towards everybody.
That's how you know you've done it right.
Yeah. And then so they, it was funny, everyone ran over there and they're like, are you going to help us? I'm like, yeah, in a sec. I had to get some photos. So, I mean, because it wouldn't have happened otherwise. But again, turns out the three people behind me were also from the media crew. So they were also filming. So it wasn't actually necessary.
Filming.
Yes. Yeah. So exactly. So now they're behind the scenes because I'm the primary.
Whoa.
Anyway, we're an hour and 20, mate. So we're going to wrap this up because we're going to talk to you guys for another bloody hour anyway.
That's true.
So anything else cool you want to say before we end Podapalooza?
I'm keen on the beef with...
Oh, yeah. Who do you want to start beef with?
Nah, the marathon beef.
That's not... How's that beef?
It will be.
Maybe it's beef between you and me.
Oh.
That was smooth.
Yeah, you like that?
That was smooth.
Righto. I'm done. I'm out. See you later, everyone.
Thanks for sticking with us for
talking to the front.
episodes.
You got to talk in the front.
Oh, thanks for sticking with us for 30 episodes. Podapalooza.
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. No, thanks. Thanks very much, everybody. I love that. That's good. Bye. Oh, do you want to say bye, SJ?
Just do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Just do it. Simple.